Well. Shedeur Sanders ranked number 4 in the FCS quarterback rankings. But they told us that Shedeur Sanders was handed a position to play for Jackson State, that he was only the starter because of his father. Message boards, social media was all saying that. And the proof is in the pudding. That this young man has talent. You have to face the reality. I know that shines and haters want to nitpick this young man's game, not understanding that he is a rising sophomore. But he has skills. I know it's tough for some people to realize that, but he has game. And also, why is Andrew Body not on the list? You can't have a list without him. He put up a lot of numbers and will put up even more numbers this year, both passing and running. And guess who made this list that's going to surprise all of you? I'll chime in. What's good, everyone? This is RawTruth Media, giving you the raw content that you deservedly need. Please like and share this video. Peace and blessings. So Shedeur Sanders is ranked number 4 in the Hero Sports FCS quarterback rankings. I'm not surprised. You're talking about a young man that won the Jerry Rice Award for the best FCS freshman. He completed 272 passes out of 413 attempts for 3,231 yards and 30 touchdowns, only 8 interceptions, and he's going to get better. Now, is there things for him to work on? Of course. We don't sugarcoat on RawTruth Media. Y'all know how it is. He needs to work on not telegraphing at times on his passes. He knows that. He's probably working on that right now. Not probably, he is working on that right now because he has a lot of quarterback coaches. One thing about Shedeur Sanders, what I've heard about him, is that he lives for football. He's not one of these athletes that just, they like football for what football can bring to him, but he loves the game. He loves winning. Everyone has told me that. No matter if it's a coach or a high school coach, they have always said this about Shedeur Sanders. So he's going to put in the work. They act like he's not going to be better next season. They act like he's going to do the same thing as he did last year. Just like when they said that he needs to hold on to the ball, which is true. He needs to hold on to the ball better. But do you think he's not going to work on that? But it's a clear understanding that with Jackson State, since they're getting all the notoriety and popularity, there is a lot of jealousy. You go on social media and various sites, and you always see a JSU hater just in the weeds somewhere, waiting to put down their success. And in my life, I grew up to be a congratulator, not a hater. So when someone's doing well, when someone's changing the tide, we show love and show props. That's how I was raised growing up. But it's not like that for others. But let me stay on topic. This list, I like the list so far. Jason Shelley's number 1. He's a veteran. He put in work. He put in a dynamic offense at Missouri State. Respect to that, brother. So my subscribers are very familiar with Jason Shelley. He played at Frisco Lone Star, had a great team out there, was a winner in high school, played at Utah. Actually, he was the number 12 dual threat out of high school. And he was ranked that high for a reason. It didn't pan out at Utah, didn't transfer to Utah State, didn't pan out, and then he went to Missouri State and found a home. Well, he completed 215 passes out of 362 attempts, 3,088 yards, 30 touchdowns, only 6 interceptions, including 398 rushing yards and 10 scores. And Shelley was named the NVFC Offensive Player of the Year and Newcomer of the Year. And he has weapons. And they're returning the next season. And look out for Missouri State. They're going to put up some points. They're going to be a fun team to watch. Number 2, Xavier Shepard of Kennesaw State. Their running team, Xavier Shepard, only threw for 1,341 yards, 15 touchdowns, only 3 interceptions, which is key. But here's a number that stands out. He almost rushed for 1,000 yards, and he rushed for 23 touchdowns. For a quarterback doing that, that's impressive. If you haven't watched Kennesaw State, you know they run the option offense, and they do it well. And if you're not disciplined, it's going to be a long night. And then number 3, they have Tim DeMort of Fordham. Again, a veteran quarterback, big-time numbers at Fordham. He has pro potential. Well, he's like 6'4", has that gun-slinging ability. And here's a key stat. Out of 36 games, DeMore threw for 8,500 plus yards, 67 touchdowns, and only 29 interceptions, and rushed for 12 scores. These are staggering numbers. Again, he's 6'4". He has the look of a pro prospect. Be on the lookout for him. 3-time first-team All-Patriot League selection and Offensive Player of the Year multiple seasons. Again, these stats were 36 games. So even if you divide that by 3, that's big-time numbers. And I can't wait to see his progression. But here's the thing that caught my eye. Now, I know I see the one with Draylon Ellis at 9. Now, he probably should have been higher. Probably should have been at 6 or so. I'm not surprised by Trey Self of Stephen F. Austin. He's a baller. And they're going to be a team to be reckoned with in the WAC. Be on the lookout for that squad. Cam Miller, young player, North Dakota State won a championship. He's ranked 12. But Rashawn McKay, 25. How is he number 25 when he has to compete for his position? And he may not win his position because he's battling Musa, the transfer from Vanderbilt. And I wouldn't be surprised if Musa won the job. Now, I have nothing against Rashawn McKay. I hope he does well. But let's be honest, there were some times last season where Rashawn McKay, when they needed him to make a big throw, it just wasn't there. Now, what he's good at managing the game and trying to not lose the game. That's what he's good at. But if you need a quarterback to make that one throw on 3rd down, 3rd and 10, he hasn't done it as often. And Andrew Body should have made this list. Now, he came on to the starting lineup a couple games later. He probably would have had, he would have had more numbers than he had last season in 2021. He had 2,000 plus yards and 600 rushing yards and multiple touchdowns. He operated that offense to a T. And if you talk to everyone in the SWAC, if you ask them what was one team that gave Jackson State in the SWAC or HBCUs overall hell on offense, they would say Texas Southern. That was the closest 42-21 game I've seen. They were putting up points. They were moving the ball. A couple turnovers happened in that game, but that offense was moving. That offense gave JSU fits. And I talked to Jackson State fans about it, and they told me that offense, they said, look out for that Texas Southern offense next season. This is what they're telling me. He should have been on this list. You can't tell me that Rashawn McKay's better than him, respectfully. You can't say that. I didn't see it. Can you imagine if FAMU had Andrew Body? Can you imagine that? That would have been trouble for everyone in the SWAC if that would have happened. But shout out to Shedeur Sanders, man. I see why they call him grown. He's all about work. He's in the offseason getting the skilled players together, offensive linemen trying to work on plays, having them do team bonding drills, something that NFL veteran quarterbacks do. He's doing that in college. Not to say that other quarterbacks are not doing it. They probably are. But he's going above and beyond. And I see why they call him grown. He's very mature. You can look at him. He seems like someone, just looking at him, how he is, how he operates, he seems like someone that if he ever hears someone hating on his game, he's ignoring it. He's not paying attention to it. He's all about working on the little things to get better next season. Jackson State fans, you got to be happy. You got to be happy with the quarterback you have, the coach you have. It's sad. Every day it seems like they're talking about, what if Coach Prime goes to this FBS? What if Coach Prime, instead of appreciate him right now and what he's doing for HBCUs? It's really sad. It is very sad. Oh, let me go Georgia check. Oh, what if he goes to this college? He'll get a lot of love there in the FBS. Why not show him love here in the HBCUs? But I get it. It's a game within a game. See, when the HBCU, when a black institution has a good thing, the powers that be always try to poach something they have. They've been doing it for years. But right now, I'm enjoying everything that's happening, this HBCU renaissance that won't stop ever. It's rising like a phoenix right now. And it's a blessing to see. People coming together, buying HBCU merchandise, going to games. This is what it's all about. It's like that family atmosphere, that cookout atmosphere. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Like a family reunion. That's why it's so special. See, when you go to a HBCU, you feel like family, no matter if you're an athlete or non-athlete. My cousins have told me this. My family members who went to HBCUs have told me this. My father, who was an alumnus at Prairie View A&M years ago, told me this. My uncles who got their law degrees at Texas Southern, shout out to Texas Southern, told me this. I grew up around the HBCU culture. And I saw it then. This is a wonderful time. This is RawTruth Media. Peace and blessings, peace and love, and try to have the best day as possible. And I'm out.